Thoughts, questions, comments, and concerns regarding the show. Welcome there in the Muckleshoot Casino Resort text line. All right, for the break, I did leave you hanging on a cliffhanger. So we were talking about junkets. So these movies, they would fly people in. They fly all the different reporters in from all around the country to promote movies. It's called a junket. It used to be, in the good old days, they had an unlimited per diem. Imagine that. So you go to the Beverly Hills Four Seasons to interview these stars for these movies, and you could go downstairs to the gift shop, and people would get $500 pens.
Just ridiculous things they never buy.
And charge it to the studio. And the studio was like, well, whatever. They like unlimited. So all of these junket whores that would go to all these movies and then interview the stars, asking the same questions over and over again, boring the hell out of the stars. But they loved doing it because they were treated like celebrities, and they could go down to the gift shop and they could basically just steal stuff from. Then they started cutting down all that, and they tightened up the budgets. They'd fly you in for like 4 movies, try to get more of their money's worth. They bring all the stars in. So you would sit down, you get 5 minutes with everybody. So I tell the story before the break about the interview that I had with Tom Hanks, and you who defended him is the nicest guy in Hollywood. I just got off to a bad start with him, and it didn't go well. And then the woman that dragged me out of the interview because it went so poorly and screamed at me in the other room that I will never interview him again because he's a big star, and who am I? And I was like, well, I'm famous. I mean, I couldn't think of anything that made me famous. So I did say, well, I've got accomplishments. I've done stuff in life. I've made things of myself. She's like, well, like what? And I go, my brain is spinning around thinking my last accomplishment. And I'm like going 1 year back, 2 year, 5, 10, 15, 20, now I'm like 25 years. I came in second in the Catholic Championships. I threw a javelin 163 feet. And she sort of looked at me like that wasn't enough. So I thought, I got to make it better. I said, nobody threw it further. But then she figured out, she's like, how can you come in second and have no one throw it further? It doesn't matter. The point is, I threw it. I've got accomplishments. I've done stuff. He's done stuff. It's all who, why? It's not that big of a deal. I mean, we're just human.
We're both accomplished men.
Right,
that's the point.
Right. I threw the javelin.
Yes. I was a middling athlete in high school.
Right.
We're all the same.
And she said, well, you'll never interview him again. I said, no, you see, it's a matter of perspective. He will never be interviewed by me again. And with that, she goes, oh, forget it. She walks out of closes the door. I was like, oh, my God, that didn't go well. So I go back home and then go into King 5 the next day and on a Monday, and the general manager calls me into his office. I was like, oh, what is this about? So he sit down. I sit down. Please explain this. And he presses the button for the voicemail. And it is, I guess, DreamWorks. This is Leonard Phillips from DreamWorks. Yes, your host, interviewer for the junket, John Curley. We are seriously considering filing restraining order against him.
A restraining order?
Because he... He threatened to kill Tom Hanks with a javelin.
Come on. Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why did you threaten to kill him? He's the nicest guy in Hollywood. I said, I didn't threaten to kill him with a javelin. I was explaining that I threw a javelin. Listen, if Tom Hanks was 163 feet away from me, he could possibly be hit. But I didn't threaten to kill. Who kills people with a javelin? No, I was telling the woman that I had accomplishments, and get out of my office.
Oh my God.
And then for 2 years, I wasn't allowed to do any movies for any of those junkets.
That's the end. That was the start of the end of your career at Evening Magazine.
The end of the career was when I told Julia Roberts I thought she didn't have any talent, and then that was the end of it.
You know, I don't know if you're the best celebrity interviewer, John. I don't know if you know.
I saved that one. But if he's 162 feet away from me,
watch out.
Look out. Ooh. Like who would run after somebody with a javelin?
Where are you even going to get a javelin?
Yeah, really.
You can buy a javelin on Amazon.
Can you?
I have one.
Oh.
He uses it to hunt.
Handy. Yeah. Hit the crows.
Ah, well. So there you go.
Wow.
I just caught him on a bad day.
Yeah. Everybody has a bad day. Ask Biden.
Woo. That's a good joke out. Let's go joke out.
Awesome. Let's take it.
There we go. Mickey, Pekin, Plumbing, Travis, Mickey.